We're back on the second channel and it is very, very wet here in England. But I've just purchased a car in the US, which we will be heading to once we get a lot of the stuff finished off here in the UK. I don't want to leave things unfinished over here because it'd be on my mind. And first thing is the GTR. How do you open the boot on this? There we go. The GTR, it looks quite cool in silver, but this car will be changing colour. It looks quite cool in grey, and it's okay, it just doesn't have that kind of personality I want it to have. So that is going to be changing today, and then also we've got a lot of stuff to do on the Urus as well. We've got a few things to finish off before we actually head over to America, and we've got to reveal a build here, which you're gonna see on next week's video. Special build, and literally, like, I managed to get it at auction for really, really cheap, and I thought I can't let it go. It needs a fair bit of repairing. So first thing, let's get the GTR to the unit. What is this weather? And now we're at the unit. GTR is in, and Kian is here, ready to wrap it. So we've not actually revealed the colour just yet. I think the guys are just going to reveal it as we're going on. We've got some stuff to do at a brand, which you're going to see next week. But first things first, they're going to start stripping this car down and then they can wrap it. So we're going to take it over to Tober and Kian and the guys, because they're going to start taking over it by themselves. And my dad here is going to be just stripping as well. So let's get wrapping this and we're going to head out. When it comes back, it'll be a different colour.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, because I think at the minute it's like a bit like, there's no personality to it, is it? It's just a bit like,
GTRs are a bit like shouty, I reckon. So.
Yeah, it's a bit shouty. It just needs a colour. Everyone take a quick look at it, what it looks like now, because this is the last time we see it like this. Here's one box. We're using a Nosotech, I think that's how you pronounce it, or probably a Nosotech, but I don't know. So this was going to be for the Urus, but fitted all that body kit to it. It's all bonded to the car. To wrap it, we'd have to take it all back off again, which would have not been fun. And also, I quite liked it grey, whereas the GTR I think should be a bit louder. Whoa, look at that, controversial. British racing green on a Japanese car. No, I'm actually a bit worried. I think with the like, kind of like silver wheels, I think it's going to work.
It's going to set the wheels off nice, I reckon.
I think it's going to look classy.
It will.
In a GTR.
GTR.
So Kian is here from Keezyscustoms to start wrapping the Nissan GTR. We actually originally ordered this wrap for the Urus, and these guys were going to come down to wrap the Urus, but of course we changed our mind. First thing they're going to do is the bonnet. And they're using this a Nosotech wrap, which is actually quite difficult to use. It's really thick.
What do you think of the colour of the GTR?
No comment.
Do you not like it?
Green, most crashed car colour.
Now, I've wrapped loads of cars in the past and it takes loads of patience. So I'm glad that I'm not doing this one. Once they've got the bonnet on, they can start trimming it, which is the vital parts of making the wrap look really clean, almost like paint. Once they've got the bonnet done, then they move on to the rear quarter.
Oh, watch how it comes off. One of these. Cut it. Off. Number 2 off.
A lot of the car needs to be stripped apart to be able to wrap it, so you can hide the wrap in some of the places where you can't see to give it that paint-like look. So whilst the guys are doing the quarter, my dad's starting to strip the rest of the car apart.
How are you getting on with the bumper?
Great. Yeah, it's off.
And now with the bumper off and the wing off, the guys can start doing the boot lid.
Liam, what's the issue you've got here, mate?
The boot's closed and you can't open it.
His phone's in it.
We've got masking tape in there, we've got our tools in there. Anything we need is in the boot.
We found that under the passenger footwell here, under the carpet, there's like a little tool compartment. Pull that up, and there's a key for a boot release.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works.
Oh!
Here
it is.
Oh, there it is.
My whole life.
Now the guys have been smashing out this car and actually wrapped it so quick. And it wasn't long till I got back from filming. Been gone 5 minutes, literally. And it's like, oh my God, it's on the other side as well. We absolutely smashed it. Oh my God, that is sick.
What do you think of the colour?
It's different.
You're unsure, aren't you? I can tell you're unsure.
I am unsure. I still don't know. I still don't know. Jeez.
Jeez, that looks sick.
I think it's hard to tell what it's going to look like till it's done.
No, I think it's going to look good with those wheels. It looks unreal. What, do you not like it?
I like the colour, that's the colour I want, but I can't imagine what it's going to look like done yet. Still, 2 wings, bumper and a bumper, job done. Now the lads have left some of the difficult parts till last, when normally I prefer to do them first. But these guys are the professionals and managed to smash out the front bumper in no time.
Front bumper is all done, and now the wings next. And once these wings are done, I'll put a little piece there, that's all front end done. Ooh, can't wait, it's getting closer.
Alright, so vinyl's just turned up for the roof. He didn't want it to be in green, so he's gone with black. So we're doing the roof in gloss black.
I think by going with a black roof, it really breaks up the colour difference between all the panels. And whilst the guys were wrapping the black roof, Kian had an idea.
Alright, so after looking at the car now, I think we've all agreed that it needs a sun strip. So we're going to put a sun strip on. If he likes it, he likes it. If he doesn't, you can just take it off.
We're making an executive decision.
So without my permission, these guys started fitting a sun strip. And I guess you might find sun strips on race cars, and let's say this GTR is a bit of a race car, so it might work. Then finally, they're onto the rear bumper. Just some final bits now just to trim up, and then they've got to go round and post-heat the whole car.
So the rear bumper's done. It's ready for Tony to fit it back up. Now we're just jumping onto the spoiler. It's one of the last pieces we got to do.
And that is the whole car wrapped in no time. Massive thanks for Kian from Keezyscustoms. Go check out his business with the link in the description.
The guys have wrapped all the different panels of the car. We've still got a few little bits to do. What have we got left?
Roof trims, bumper, rear wing.
Which I think looks mint, to be fair. Like, the job they've done is really good.
Not bad.
Wow. Tony's such a pessimist. What are we starting with?
These, shall we?
Let's get them in. That's it. So this seal here isn't quite sitting nice with the roof. And why do you think that would be?
No comment.
Nothing to do with the fact that this whole rear quarter has been replaced. So we just have to get this seal into the body panel just to make sure it's all nice and tight.
Roof seals in.
What's next?
What do you think?
I'm guessing this. This looks really nice. Like, I think the green with the red looks really good.
Right.
I feel like you're not very positive about this colour. Do you not like the colour?
I like the colour, yeah.
You do like it?
Not something that I'd have wrapped myself.
You wouldn't wrap the Ferrari this colour?
No, don't look like a Ferrari then, does it?
They just got to be red, that's it. Bumper's going on. How many plugs are there for the rear bumper?
Let's hope we plug them all in, because I didn't disconnect them all, did I?
Electrical plugs in. Headlights through.
Headlight?
Taillight.
Which way are you driving?
Yeah, that looks well good.
Thanks for your assistance. Last part, rear wing, or spoiler, or whatever you want to call it.
I call it spoiler, you call it wing. It's an age thing, I guess.
It's a wing, innit?
It's also a spoiler. Let's get it on. Would you put a spoiler on your Ferrari?
No, do you know why?
Why?
Because you should spoil it.
Oh, dad joke. Yeah, look at that.
Yes. Now the bolts. I'm assuming, because I didn't take this off, that it's these bolts. Wow, I can't keep you off the spanners now, can I?
And in here is the final piece. The Nissan badge. We're going to have to get that central.
do we want it on, the Nissan badge?
We don't not want it on.
Can't we just have a Ferrari badge on there instead?
I think Ferrari might sue us.
A Lamborghini badge. Is that where it's got to go there?
Yeah, we need to get some sticky tape and let's get it on.
Badge going on. Where do you reckon? Because I've got one chance. There. Shall I press it on?
Go for it, go on.
It's on camera that you told me to do it.
No, I think that's wonky. I actually think it is a slightly bit wonky, wouldn't you say?
No.
That part is definitely higher than the other side.
Well, you said press it on.
Oh, right, so now it's my fault.
That won't come off now. That's how it's going to be. Badge fitted by Matt's dad.
What we'll do is we'll just won't tell Matt and just see if he notices.
You're going to tell him on camera.
Whoa, watch your fingers.
The GTR looks sick. It's just give it a personality now. Like, look at this. There's still a few more bits to do. So, first thing, straight away, this bit here. this grey bit, I think I need to go black on that, which I'll get the wrap out and start wrapping that in a second. I need to wrap the cover, which is in the car. I've left out these bonnet vents as well. I've put them over there because these are grey as well. They're body colour, so I think I'm going to paint them black because they're going to be a bit difficult to wrap. And also inside here, these are going to go black to match the mirrors. But I do think it looks, I think maybe bronze wheels would have looked even cooler, but I don't hate the silver wheels. I think they look pretty good. I'm still unsure about all the chrome bits. Maybe I leave them, I'm not sure. Chrome back there. And then also it's got like the chrome trim around there. I think maybe I leave them. I do like it though. But for now, I'm just going to start painting this stuff. And then I'll wrap the front grille when we sort of get the finished product. First step, I'm just going to roughen up the surface on the grey material. It's quite a nice surface to paint on. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to get it too coarse. So I'm just going to roughen it up like this. Look, see, it gets that nice hazy effect. Should help the paint stick. I'm going to do this to all the grey bits. I'm least worried about this bit, more worried about wrapping that big bit there. And some people are like, why don't you paint it? Well, this bit gets peppered with stone chips, and when it's black, it's gonna really show up those stone chips. So I think the wrap, because it's thicker, it should actually protect it a bit better. We're gonna attempt that in a minute, once I've got the first layer of paint on these. Once I do this, clean them up, give them a little rattle can. So the paint I'm using is Autotech Professional from the professional place, £3 a bottle. This, I think it is.
Oh, that's quite cheap, that really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cheap. Like they paint Audis and Lamborghinis and Porsches in this paint. And you know it's good because it says body shop, body shop, body shop on the bottom. Right, so we go for a light layer.
Oh yeah, nice and smooth.
Look at that even layer there. Go on this one. And on this one. Nice even coat there, just looking for full coverage. Get that really like mirror finish. We're going.
Off the first coat, yeah.
Yeah, after the first coat, is it looking good?
Yeah, it's looking good on the camera. I mean, I like it how you've let the first, second and third coats dry before you
No,
put
this
the
is just the first coat.
This is still the first coat, is it?
Still the first
Oh,
coat.
still the first coat.
And we'll let that dry. Looks really good.
You're proud of yourself for that?
So proud. I haven't wrapped in a long time, and I'm actually dreading this. I'm going to leave this bit grey, because one, that's going to be really hard to wrap. And two, I'm just going to see what it looks like first. Right, first thing, let's get this out. You can tell this car's good, because that doesn't come out easy.
That's it.
That means it's not
high quality build.
There we go. This whole wrap job is really good, and I could mess it up with the bit that you're going to see a lot. Let's do it. But I've just put this on. I'm now going to cut it. Oh, no. No. What have you done? Like I slipped on my cut. Yeah, I've really messed this up. I think I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going again. Here we go. This is definitely not a second take. Liam's doing the towing eye and one of these. Now that's going to be vital. Look how good this side is. Woo! Right, I'm taking my time now. I just rushed that last one. Next thing, I'm going to cut it. I've done that black. It does look a lot better. Now I'm questioning. I feel like this should be black, but to wrap that, I think I could do it if I put my mind to it, but probably need an inlay in there. I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. It's not that offensive. If this was red, then yeah, you get a bit offended. It's not that bad. Like, what about the chrome? Like, I've got chrome rear badge. Like, I've got these chrome side badges here, which are going to go on. So, like, I don't know whether just to keep it in those because it's got the silver wheels and then, like, the chromey style headlights. Do you know if I got rid of the chrome, I'd have to smoke, like, the headlights and everything like that as well. I might just keep the chrome for that retro-y look. That's my excuse. Where's this tow eye cap, anyway? Let's have a look.
There you go. Toe eye cap, bosh.
Right, here's Liam's tow eye cap. Good work. That's good.
Sweet.
Right, how you done with that? Because you've wrapped it with different wrap, ain't you? So
Yeah, this is a nose attack. The outside looks good.
that ain't that bad, actually.
First time using a nose attack.
Yeah, it's hard, to be fair.
Corners are very hard to do.
I think we're good. I think I've got another layer of painted on there. One more layer, then I'll do lacquer. But I actually think we've done all right there. Let me finish painting them, and then we'll install them. Bonnet vent painted. Nice and painted, gloss black. It's a bit sticky, so we're going to try and put it in without touching it. Right, you can't touch it. You just got to slide it in.
Touch it and go underneath. Bolt me up, baby.
Bolt it up. It don't look like it's venting much, does it? Unless it's just taking heat out the engine. That's nice and tight. We can push this up here. Clip that in. Clip that in. That one's fell.
I'm not going in now. Where did that one end up?
It ended up down there. I think it went down on the under tray, if I'm honest. We're compromising here.
Oh,
take one out of there.
Take one out of there. If it was a race car, you'd take that out anyway. That is loads better. Black. With a black front. Oh my God, this car's looking sexy. Bonnet vents in. Last bits now. Painted these. Is this the right hand? Yeah, it says right hand. That's a good thing about Nissan that we found out. Everything's labelled. Next up. Now we kept this kind of the chromey look because one, match the wheels. Two, match the door handle. So we're kind of like breaking it up a bit. Oh yes. Oh yes. Next side. And it's done. Yes! That looks sick.
Out of 10, what do you rate it?
9.
It'd be a 10 if it had a clutch in it.
No, it wouldn't.
We need to do the clutch. It does drive, but you can't really send it because then the clutch slips. But only in 2nd, 4th and 6th gear, so you're all right in 1st, 3rd and 5th. Let's get it outside.
The blocks. The wood.
Oh!
No, that wasn't wood.
Carbon. Oh no! It's broke my side skirt.
That wood.
Oh no! So, the wood. You can't get these either.
What do you mean you can't get them?
I bought it with a full body kit. Well, we now destroyed the GTR.
We literally finished it and then broke
Oh my God. That's perished, isn't it? I can only get stock side skirts, which is going to look a bit weird, isn't it?
it. What do you rate this car out of 10?
6.5.
It's 6.5 out of 10, Matt. What have you got to say about that?
I can understand it now. It's crash damaged again. Well, that's broken. We'll try and get it fixed. Let's take it outside. I don't know if I like sunstrip. My field of vision has gone.
That's race car.
Yeah, that's looking... Oh, the side skirts are killed now. Other than that, pretty sick. Look at that. That looks well nice. The black on the front has completely changed it. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, get black wheels. And I could guarantee there's 50-50 in the comments now of like, I hate it, I love it, but I think now it's got more of a personality with that colour. If you're watching this and you can repair that, let me know. Looks like it needs a clear coat and some carbon fibre repair, but I cannot remove it. We full on Mansouri glued this on, so it's got to be done on the car.
We're here with the Urus. It might look finished, but it's only YouTube finished.
What's left to be
There's
done?
a few bits. Look, doesn't stay up.
Well, if you stand there, we'll be all right.
Well, I've been using a brush.
Oh yeah, it's there, look.
So we've got these to put on. There's panels on here that we've got to fit on. Although I'm sure Matt fitted them on, didn't he?
No.
One was painted.
Why?
They had a spare can of black paint.
They just got bored.
Yeah.
This looks
Okay.
really good though, I think.
It's a shame you don't see it though.
Anyone who has even jury kits, they like park up at car meets and put their bonnet up to show everyone that they've got them.
Right. Well, why don't they just cut this piece out the bonnet there and make that clear?
You do know there are people out there with bonnets with glass in the bonnet.
Yeah, that's what's got to happen, isn't it? Because what's the point in having that if you can't see it?
True. Should we start with the strut so we can actually work underneath it?
Yeah, you can get me brush. This is Daisy the mop, isn't it?
Daisy the mop.
Yeah, Daisy lot.
Oh yeah, it's actually called Daisy.
There we go. Good old Daisy. First strut. Although Matt reckons that it only lists 1 for the Urus.
Oh, but there's 2.
The centre's 2, so maybe the picture's wrong on the parts diagram. How are we going to do this? You're going to have to get your other hand out your pocket.
You've exposed me. Do you think that will hold it?
Oh, yeah.
It does hold it.
Yeah, not very good. As good as Daisy. Fixed. Job 1 done.
What are we going to do with
Next job.
Daisy?
Oh, Daisy's going to have to go back to her other job. Sweeping up.
That's her day job.
Next job. This. We had to order all of this just because we've not got that cap.
That's like the most Lamborghini thing ever, isn't it?
If anybody wants to buy that bit off us.
But then they'd have to buy another one for that. So it's just an ongoing cycle of scuttle panel.
Could send it back and say that was missing.
I like it. I like your thinking.
That's broken, isn't it?
Oh, it is broke.
So that must mean that they knew it was broke. We'll have to change all that now.
Oh.
Sorry, Matthew. No, we can't glue it.
Oh. So we've got to take all the wipers out and replace
let's
that.
do it, yeah. Heated screen washers.
What, so it fires
Oh, you see
heated
that?
liquid?
Yeah. So you know in the winter, these won't ice up. It'll warm the fluid up so you can still squirt it. And then when it hits your screen, it freezes.
I was about to say it's quite clever, but maybe not.
Wipers coming off. There you go. Who needs a special kit to get them off? Because sometimes they stick on and you can get a little bit of kit that pulls them off there. But if you ain't got that little pull, just give me a ring.
Or you can take it to Halfords and they're fitting for free.
They never take the arm off, do they, Alfords?
Have you ever worked at Halfords?
No.
I'd be surprised with all the bodgery you do.
Matt's worked at Alfords.
I'm not surprised with all the bodgery he does.
You're going to get in trouble now. Old, broken scuttle panel off, look.
Oh yeah, that's smashed. A bit of glue would have solved it really, wouldn't it?
I don't like you using glue, bodging stuff up.
Who are you talking about? Enough said.
We're going to adjust this because apparently the wiper's hitting the trim there in extremely wet weather, which we've had a lot of just recently. So, don't make me out a liar. It might be because Matt's put the wiper on in the wrong place.
Wow! Just called him out straight away.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? Come on. Let's see how low you can go. Come on.
This look.
Oh yeah, you think you can get under that?
You're going to get under that, ain't you?
Yeah, go on. Oh, he's cheating a little bit.
Oh, let's do it the other way then. Let's see you do it.
I don't think I'll be able to get under it. No. Come back here. Come back
Do
here.
it this way then.
Go on then.
Hang on. Let me have a breather.
How low can you go? Come on, keep going. Come on. Come on, go. It's like you got stuck. How's your back?
I've got backache. I've got back issues now. Anyway, that's about as low as you can go. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. A lot better. Now apparently we've also got one of these somewhere. We might need two. New scuttle panel fitted. But we've got to put these new engine covers on now, haven't we?
We do, but we only have one side.
Why?
I'll show you.
Do you think they're a bit different?
They're similar.
Other than handed different, one's a bit different colour, innit?
And everything else is in that colour.
I don't think they come like that from standard.
It looks like they painted it with a toothbrush, to be honest.
So we're not fitting that because it's not OEM, and we always like to do stuff OEM.
Hence the wide body kit.
We can only fit this, those two pieces there, and the front panel. Oh no.
What?
No clip. You know what? Does this go on last? I think it might do, because there's no clip for that either, is there?
And you lock it in. What's first?
One of these. That's in.
That was easy.
That was easy enough.
Yeah.
Let's put the other one in. Yeah, that's in. I feel there's something missing. Oh, you know why? I can't put that on. This has got to come off. Oh no, and this was really hard to get off, wasn't it? That's not good.
So to get this on, this has to come off because that has to go on top so you can pull the lever. And we might witness Tony breaking.
Yes.
Oh.
Front piece going on. I don't think this is an apprentice job. Right, that's on. Yeah, that low lines up, that all lines up. That's it. Can you get under that without going up like that?
What, under this?
Limbo.
What, a limbo? So
Yeah.
I can't, okay.
Can you do it?
Oh, yeah! You should have seen your dad attempt.
Can you limbo under that, Ethan? Have a go.
Go on, have a go.
Front panel's on. I've sorted that out as well because we haven't put that on yet. Wow.
Is that on?
On. Let's put the seal on. Come on, because I've got to go home. I've got to rest my back. Everything's done. Let's go home.
Now we've got some issues with this still, haven't we?
Yeah. You found the cap yet? Not turned up yet.
Still not turned up,
Okay,
no.
it might turn up some point. So cap, then every fault on the dash ever is on. First step, it needs a wheel alignment. Then we need to check these fault codes. We can get through them one by one, hopefully. Full wheel alignment, go. Okay, so we're doing some very basic tracking so we can drive the Urus without it trying to steer me into the bush. So what we've done, we've got our Italian piece of cotton string. You can see it's the Italian colours. The way to do this is back in the old school days. You get your ruler, you go to the centre of the wheel, and I'm measuring here to 7 inches because I'm doing inches because it's not an exact science. And then we're going to go all the way down. Make sure the string is also at 7 inches. So now I know that this string is directly, it's the same distance from the wheel on each side. So now what I'll do, measure from this part of the wheel to the string, which is, what we're saying, 4.5 inch. No,
Your eyes.
4.75.
Your eyes are not good and you've got your glasses on.
4.75, 4.75. Was it you say that's bang on?
That's the same.
That's straight wheel then.
That's straight.
It did look straight, didn't it?
Look straight now, it looked bent earlier.
The steering wheel's straight and that wheel is pointing in a straight line. Now you're meant to have a bit of towing when you drive, anyway, if you're a racing driver, but we just want to get it straight so the steering wheel's straight. So that side's fine. Good start, it's a good start. At the minute, the steering wheel is to my right hand side, and when I pull it straight, the car wants to go to the left. So we're thinking that that right wheel is going to be pointing to the left hand side. Let's set this Italian flag up on the other side. This is the wheel, this is going to be a culprit. Steering wheel is definitely straight. So this wheel, we're going to say there's going to be a bigger measurement at the front. And if it isn't, we've done something drastically wrong.
Because this veers to the left horribly.
Yeah, the whole car must be bent if this this wheel is
tell Hannah.
straight. Just
The
under
little
5.
one before 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're massively out, aren't we?
Way out.
Way out. So we've got to bring this part of the wheel that way, haven't we? So
Yeah.
we can have a happy medium there, because this side has got a much bigger gap to that side. So the wheel is going that way. So that means we need to adjust the tie rod that way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to raise it up, unhook it, and then I'll be able to adjust it on the floor rather than trying to crank it off on the floor.
Huh?
So we'd raise it up, loosen it off, and then we'll mess around with it whilst it's on the floor. So this tie rod is on the front of the car on this one. So we need to push the wheel that way. So we need to undo the locking nut.
That was tight.
That was nice and tight. And then we need to extend that way out by a fair bit. This has got to go that way. So this gap here, that gap between that locking nut and there has got to extend. So we've got to go about 1/2 inch.
Yeah, I'd say like start with a good 1/2 inch.
1/2 inch like outwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is now pushing the wheel out. That's quite a lot. What do you think?
That's nowhere near 1/2 an inch.
Is it not?
No.
That's half of an inch. You know what they call that?
I'm gonna say that's 1/4 of an inch, mate.
Are you sure 1/2 inch? 1/2 inch is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it was out by a lot. Did you not see what it was doing when you were driving?
It was really bad, wasn't it? Still got loads. I don't know.
I
I think
reckon.
like 1/2 inch is too much. That's mad. That's mad. No, I think 1/4 might have been good, you know.
Leave it like that then. We'll put it back down.
And then I'll leave it loose. So
you can do it on the floor.
Yeah, we can adjust it on the floor. Set back up. It's miles out. We already know. It's literally trying to do a donut. So we're just going to show how far out it is now. Okay, so that's on 4.3, yeah?
Yep.
And we're on... Brilliant.
We went the opposite way.
We've gone the opposite way, so we need a happy medium. So what's the actual math here for that to meet in the middle? You need the middle of...
It would be 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Because 1/4 inch that way brings this 1/4 inch this way. So it's not a half. So we've done a half, which made it an inch.
So we're on 4.3 and we've got 5.2 there. So you need the middle.
Quarters.
Basically 1/4. So what I'll do, you hold there whilst filming.
Yeah.
So when I get down to 4.5, shout me. How are we looking?
It's not moved.
Long way to go. Keep going. Winding it in. 4.4.
Just
Bigger on this side, so
keep going.
4.8. That's pretty good to me, isn't it?
5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll lock that on, and we'll just go and literally see if it drives in a straight line.
What's the odds? Got faith?
Yeah, we used Italian string.
Why are you looking like that?
I think it's worse.
Don't say it's worse. You need to get on a straight road first. What was that?
That was an ABS. It thinks the wheels are like rotating. Look.
That's even worse. What have we done?
What's happened there? It's even worse.
We've made the wheels straight though.
Is the rear wheel steering like affecting it or something? Like it's really bad. When I put the brakes on, it's trying to push me into a ditch. Like, look at that. That's straight.
Whoa.
Yeah, like now I've got all ABS faults and everything on. Oh my God, the sports diff fault. The whole thing's corrupt. Okay, we've done something completely wrong. Suspension fault, everything fault.
Something's gone bad.
Oh yeah, you can feel like the wheels are trying to like work against each other. So like if the steering wheel's like that, and that's straight, everything must be steering left.
Yeah.
But like, to be fair, when I adjusted it then, I moved it more left than it was before. Unless we measured the wheels wrong. Back to the drawing board. Our Italian tracking didn't work, but the weird thing is, it measured fine. We drove out, but look at the wheel now. You can actively see that this one is all the way in, and this one is going this way. It's coming towards me. So I think we've got to not put it in the ramp. That's what threw it off. I think we've got to adjust it all here now.
That's a better idea.
I think what I'm going to do is adjust it now, and then we measure it, because we can already see this is so far out anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll do it by eye, then we'll...
If it looks right, it is right.
Let's see it. We think this one's going outwards a bit, don't we? Now we've got a, what, 4.4? Like 4.7 now. But we do think that this one's going that way, don't we?
Yeah.
So we'll go in, I'll go in a tad.
How are we looking, Matt?
Just over 4.5.
2 lines after the 4.5.
Pretty good, isn't it? We've witnessed it here.
Pretty good for a driveway.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Like, this is what happened before, though. Let's do the other side, and then we'll do the same. Jig it around, then re-measure it.
Yeah.
And like, by looking at it, it looks all right.
Yeah, don't look as crazy as what it was earlier.
No. It also, camber can affect it as well, but we can't measure camber. We'll have to do a flipping string off the ceiling to do that.
Do you want to try it?
4.6 or something. Yeah? That's quite close. I did adjust this though before
You did
we
adjust
did
this
this.
earlier.
I think that
It's
might
about
be
as close
alright.
as the other side.
It's mad if that is that far out. Do you know, like if we go down the road and that looks by eye straight, then we go down the road and then we come back in and it's like that again.
Something's
playing
wrong.
A trick on us, like something's loose.
Has to be, because it can't go that bad.
Yeah, because that's fine now. The weird thing is we might have fixed it, but the bad thing is that it's now brought up a fault because it thought it was going to have a crash. So it's put the airbag light on because it thinks we was going to have a crash and I can't clear it. The steering wheel seems okay. But then also it could be in a limp mode because it thinks we could have had a crash or something. Oh, this is better. This is better. I think we smashed it. But we caused an extra fault by fixing a fault. We have a limp mode. Yes. We're only very, very, very slightly out, which is good enough. Like that is pretty straight and we're going in a straight line. That is good. The wheel alignment place can do the rest. We're not too bad. Slightly over to the left, but it feels a lot better.
We're here at Illumi. How do you say it? Illumi. And we're here, and the car isn't in the alignment ramp, and that's because of the problem.
Big problem.
Problems.
Let's go have a look.
What's the situation, Liam?
Situation is, right, we'll show you the good side. This is what the nice side should look like. Nice lower arm, perfectly straight.
That looks
Spin that around.
Oh, that's very bad.
Very bad. So, what we've done got today, rushing around.
Brand new.
Second hand.
That'll do.
Nice new one. For these boys, to put in.
So gotta get this one off and the new one on.
Yeah.
And then we can align it.
Then we can align it.
Let's do it. Bolts coming out. Yes. It's out.
Like that.
So, old one. We need to switch this over. Oh yeah. New one going in.
Like so.
That looks better.
Right, let's get this all tightened up now it's on and get it on to the alignment rack over there. Top tier alignment. What am I looking at here?
That's the rear axle.
Which one's rear? This one?
All of it's rear.
All of it's
So you've
rear?
got rear camber,
Oh, okay.
rear toe.
Is that good? Or is it okay?
It is parallel, pretty much. Give or take 1 minute, that's parallel on the toe. So somebody has aligned this and done it to parallel spec.
Well, me and Matt put axle stands and a string down, which you're probably going to see in the video, and we aligned that. So, did we do a good job?
You've done pretty well on the back. Yeah. To say that's string, you've been pretty alright.
Oh, yeah. What about the front?
Let's have a look at the front.
That was a big sigh.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong?
We seem to be missing quite a lot of caster on the front left.
What's caster?
Caster is the angle that the damper sort of sits back, so the rotation
Oh.
of the front axle. The front right looks to be about right, even though there isn't a caster spec on the system from Lamborghini. We've got 4.5 degrees of caster on that side, and we've got 1 degree this side. That would say to me there's something else going on this front left corner.
Brilliant.
Oh no. That will be a part.
You reckon 100%?
Yeah, there's no adjustment.
So how are we going to find out? How can we tell if that's bent or not?
Look more and see if I can find something that's bent.
So we found what's the issue with the caster. If you look on the driver's side, this like rear bush here on this lower arm
Yeah.
is all nice and flat, and the bolt is going really straight.
Yep.
And then if you turn this side, you can see just how how collapsed it is.
Oh yeah. Very bad.
Arm very bad. New
Yes.
arm needed. Yeah.
Or bush.
Or bush.
But you may as well put an arm on it.
May as well put an arm on it. I'm just copying what he says now.
We're gonna have to buy that then, so that's
Yeah.
not for today.
That's not for today. That's a different day's job.
The cap is going on.
Did you find it then?
This is a new one. The other one still is in the workshop somewhere. Yes. Sweet. Hannah's been daily in this now, and but it's still not fixed. We've got everything on. It looks cool, but all the faults that are on this car are to do with the front end. So there's 11 issues in the distance control. There's a fault with the coding. Yeah, all coding. Again, it's all coding because we put a new front sensor on the front. It doesn't like that front sensor, and it's because those sensors are so expensive, stop people from stealing them from one car to another. They're locked to the VIN number of that car, so you can't just take one off one car, and if it's registered as stolen, put it on this one, then that one's locked, so you can't use it to stop people stealing stuff. So we had to buy a new one from Lamborghini. Power adjustable steering control module, no basic setting, so that'll need like calibrating. Automatic high beam assist, again, that's because of the camera on the front. I think a lot of these issues can be fixed quite easily, and I think I have the things to do that. I think because these are unplugged, nothing works in the front bumper. It's like connecting a full circuit. I'm going to try and do this here so we don't have to put it in the ramp, but as we found with Audis, there's no shortcut, so it could go wrong. We're doing what my dad normally does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He like tries to do it a shortcut way, and then we end up taking longer because he tries to do a shortcut. Here we go. I'm gonna see if we can do this without taking the bumper off as well, which I think we can. We've still got an arm to change. It's not even arrived yet, has it? Give me it back!
Can you get to it?
Yeah. You guys won't be able to see this, so you're gonna have to trust my process. The first thing to find is the plug for it. It should be dangling around somewhere. Found it, there's the plug. Great news, it fits in. You need something for it to screw onto. All of this I've got to do blind. This is where like David Blaine experience comes into place. Okay, I think that's how it goes in. Activated. Sensors in, but it's got to be held in with 2 bolts now. This is like an audio book. You then put the sensors in, but it slides into place, but it needs to be secure with 2 bolts. I've got one in. I can put all this arch lining back in now and put that side back in. The chance of it working straight away is probably slim. It may need coding, but who knows? We'll try it.
What are you two doing?
Having father-son time.
Oh, I've just pooed.
You used to do that when you were younger.
No, it's come out of its clip.
Oh, hurry up, my thumb's killing me.
Yes.
Oh, that sounded
Oh, that was good. First step complete. Second step is easier. Everything's plugged in. I'm just neatening up my wires. Put this arch lining back in. I'm going to see what lights we've got on the dash. I'm going to predict a lot because these silly electrics are going to need code into the car. And then we shouldn't have any lights on the dash. We should have all cameras that work, all adaptive cruise control which works. And the car should be done, apart from that arm. The worrying thing is it all relies on these sensors now, because if they're not working and don't be coded to the car, it means we've got an issue with wiring somewhere, which is worrying. But you know what? We love electrics and we know they're going to be on our side today. Look at the sky. Look at the sky.
Amazing. Whoa. Where's David Attenborough?
Patty's in his house at home, watching telly.
Do you reckon David Attenborough watches David Attenborough?
I reckon he does.
David Attenborough, if you're watching, do you watch your own videos?
I wonder what car he's got, whether he's got a...
Definitely a Tesla.
Lamborghini.
No, he's got a
He's
Tesla,
got
surely.
a gated manual Mercer.
Does he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You're not seeing him in North Pole.
He's got a Tesla, surely.
I reckon he's got a push bike.
Oh yeah, it's so obvious.
Fiat Panda.
Land Rover.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a Land Rover?
It's got Land Rovers, yeah.
Is it
like,
an electric
It's got
one?
even like a 6x6 stupid thing as well. That's what I aspire to look like. Why's that funny?
Does it work?
Well, like, I think it's not gonna. It is gonna need coding, but we have plugged in everything now. Intersection assist fault, yeah. Main beam assist fault. Precognition fault. Oil change inspection do. Oh, we can do that with a car there, and that's it. Oh, drive system fault as well. Oh, the front camera's working.
Oh, that means the bumper's working then.
So if I shut this door, hang on, it never used to work. Yes, look, 360 cam. Liam, go put your face there. So we just need to get everything coded now. I think it's all just going to be coding stuff. So we're going to send Liam to go get coding. Don't curb the wheels.
I won't curb the wheels. I don't curb wheels.
Are any of your wheels curbed at the moment?
There is a curb.
That's a curb.
It's a real.
Yeah, look.
Right, let's go and code the Urus. Right, we've come down to bag code in Leicester with the Urus to hopefully get rid of all the codes. Nathan is inside with it now, and he said it'd be about 3 or 4 hours, so me and Toby are just going to sit around and wait and do what we can for him while we're here. So he's setting up some crazy contraption here. He's just told me the price of this. £35,000.
Told you this.
This contraption.
That's mad.
That's crazy. Well, we'll let you do your thing. We'll see you in about 4 hours.
Oh, it's story time. Buckle your vlog belts.
All right, Jake Paul.
We're Jake Paulers. So it turns out most of those electrical faults that we had actually resort back to the one electrical thing on this car, which is electrical. The battery is the cause of all issues, and right now the battery has well and truly decided, you know what, I'm giving up. Let's start from here. Right now the car in this situation is dead. Full on dead. I've got the key. Can't unlock it, can't open it, can't do anything. So our only way to get in is to do this. Pop the key open. Put your key into this bottom slot here. Pop off the cap, which my dad lost. And slide in the key into the emergency bit. And then we can get in. Battery for this car is here, like a transit van. So Lamborghini thought it was really clever to now update their batteries. So the batteries are lithium ion batteries. These batteries are meant to provide more power. They're meant to last longer as well, and they have a special technology in them, like a computer, which actually, if they get below a certain voltage, they just switch themselves off to save them draining to absolute zero. And right now, 0.3 volts. Which is neither good for anything. It won't start the car, won't unlock the car, can't do anything inside. It doesn't do anything. Now, if we jump start the car, because the car still doesn't have any power, nothing electronical really works. It shows a lot of faults on the car and everything like that. It's a big issue. But because these batteries are so good, according to Audi and Lamborghini, they didn't make many of them because you don't need to replace them like your old lead acid batteries. So because they didn't make many of them, they're hard to get hold of. And it seems after this issue with our battery that we've had, I've had a little Google. And it turns out I'm now in a gang with a lot of, not a gang, but
What's your gang called?
yeah, I'm now in a group with a lot of other Urus and RSQ8 owners and Porsche Cayenne owners who have this same battery and also have the same problem, leaving it at an airport and it goes completely flat, and then they're told they need a new battery, which I do need a new battery. So when you order one from Lamborghini, from Porsche, from Audi, they're all the same battery. They tell you that there's a 1 month to 2 month wait for that battery because so many people want them and they didn't make many of them because they're so good. Now I can't just go and buy a battery off eBay for this car and put it on because it won't work, because it's got that special computer in it. It needs to be a legitimate Lamborghini battery or Audi battery with that part number for it to work. I've tried to charge this battery and bring it back to life. It won't work. I've heard of other stories where people have stripped the battery apart, changed the module in it, tried to get it going again. Again, it's all expensive. And to top all of that, the battery is £1,500 from Lamborghini with that 2 month wait involved as well. So right now, we tried to fix the Urus, we've actually gone backwards. We still need that lower arm, which is coming. We can replace that, easy enough done. But all the electrical faults are from the source, the battery. And you're telling me they want all cars to be battery powered, electrical powered by 2030, and they can't even get a battery which works on a combustion car in 2024. Come on, it's a madness. So we're actually stuck right now, and poor Hannah's just had a car for a week, and now it could be off the road for 2 months until we get a battery, unless someone here has magically got a Urus battery. So please, if you do have, let me know, because right now we're stuck. But as soon as we have that battery in that arm, this car will be fixed. So that's the good news. Let's end on a good note. The car is almost there, just needs a battery. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up. See you on the next channel video, the main channel video next week. New build, exciting one. See you there. Peace out.